Good morning and welcome to Enfys Tarot. Today is Wednesday, April 23rd, 2025, and we are going to do the all zodiac signs tarot reading. So I'm going to jump right in today. We're going to pull a zodiac stone from the box to see who's coming in first. As you enter the room, please put your zodiac sign in the comments section and I will know to read for you next. So that is what we're doing today. I hope everyone's day is off to a great start. I've already had a pretty productive morning and it's only 9:45. I've gotten some work done. I'm going to take my husband out to the airport and we're going to go have a good time. So here we go. Who's coming in first? Good morning, Marvelous Noob. How you doing? Libra coming in first. Marvelous Noob, today is the all zodiac signs reading, so pop your zodiac sign in the comment section and I'll read for you next. This will be for Libra. We have a reading for Libra, please. Ooh, this is about Libra. This is definitely a Libra reading. Let's see what's coming in with this Six of Pentacles, the Fool. Oh, this is exciting. And then the Two of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. Okay, Libra, if you have been thinking about starting something new, especially as it pertains to any kind of material, some kind of abundance, work, practice, creation, it is time to jump in and start something new. You are getting the Fool followed by the Two of Pentacles. You're going to be learning how to do something new and you're going to figure out how to juggle this into your life, okay? It is going to create greater balance for you and it's a good idea to do it. You've got the Ace of Wands coming in here. This is the thumbs up, okay? So absolutely, if you've been thinking about tweaking things, beginning something new, if you've recently put an end to something and you've cleared up some space in your life, it's time to act now because nature abhors a void. And if you have removed something and cleared space, you're absolutely going to have something come in to fill it up. So now's your chance to choose what that something is going to be. Okay. So that's what we have for Libra. Anything else coming in for Libra? Yeah, you're starting a new path. Look, you've got the Fool, the Two of Wands, the Two of Pentacles. It's absolutely time to start something new. Go ahead and take that first step. This is an exciting time for Libras, so just go for it, okay? And remember whatever you're carrying in that little bag that you have there, okay? Your little satchel is full of the tools that only you know you have. And those are the skills and talents that you're going to employ on this new journey. All right, thank you so much for that Libra reading. That was a really exciting Libra reading. I can't wait to find out what's going on with the Libras and what they are creating, the new things that they're starting. All right, let's see. Okay, Marvelous Noob is asking for Scorpio. Okay, and then Taylor Ray, yes, I'm going to be doing the all signs reading today. So I'll be pulling cards for the zodiac signs. So after Scorpio, I'll go ahead and do Virgo and Taurus. All right, let's see. Where is my Scorpio? Scorpio, there he is. All right, what's coming in for Scorpio this week? Welcome in, everyone. I'm so glad to see you all here today. I think this is going to be a good week for many of us. I really do. This one's for Scorpio. What's coming in for Scorpio? What do we need to know? Taylor Ray, did you know that Virgo and Taurus are like very compatible? Virgo and Taurus are some of the most compatible zodiac matches. Scorpio. Here we go. Here we go. Wow, Scorpio, you're also starting with the Six of Pentacles, just like Libra did. So absolutely, this week, maybe the reason this week feels like it's going to be a good week is because we are going to be encouraging balance and generosity. That could very well be what's going on. So let's see. Queen of Cups, the Six of Cups in reverse, and then the Five of Swords upright. What else is coming in? King of Swords. Okay. So Scorpio, you do need to take some time to balance some things out. And those things probably have to do with your relationship with your significant other. So there might be someone in your life who's feeling the feels right now. And there's a chance that you have been approaching the situation from a very cold place, a place where you're looking at things too analytically and you're not listening to this call for action, this help, this need to be seen is what I'm hearing come through these cards. So it's either you or your partner. You are having a hard time experiencing fun and joy and fulfillment right now. You're feeling quite defeated because there's a disconnect. You're coming from two very opposing spectrums here. The Queen of Cups being someone who feels deeply. She's coming from an emotional space. She's holding the space for emotion. And the other, the King of Swords, has nothing to do with emotion. They are completely blocking off any emotional connection so that they can XYZ something. You know, it's like, this is what it is. This is how it's going to be. And this is how we move forward. And it's very, very difficult to get these two on the same page. Okay, so there does need to be some rebalancing, and that probably has to come from an apology. If there has been some kind of disagreement based on this lack of communication, you know, there needs to be an apology to rebalance the scales here. You've got to get back on the same page. It's doable, it's workable, but someone needs to offer that apology and be willing to meet their partner where they are so that you can again see eye to eye. Okay, so Scorpio, that's for you. Anything else coming in? It seems like for the Scorpios right now, you're bored with this. It's like you don't feel like dealing with this right now. You've already been here, done that. You don't feel like going through the steps of having the conversation, giving or receiving the apology. And it's like, how many times are we going to be doing this, right? Like, how many times do we have to have this conversation? How many times do I have to apologize for this? Or do I have to receive an apology from you? Can we just end this cycle once and for all? And, you know, you're going to have to open some lines of communication to make this happen. It's worth it. This is like, it could be a temporary setback. Nobody feels like doing this anymore. Nobody wants to be going through this anymore. So please, Scorpio, figure out what it is in your life that's going on with this situation and see if you can put this baby to bed and move on from it, because everybody's tired of it. Nobody wants to be dealing with this anymore. Even the person who may have wronged you, if you're the one in need of an apology, the person who has wronged you, I don't think they understand what they've done wrong, because there's this failure to meet the minds. Okay, so you've got to have that deeper level of communication this week to rebalance things and get things back on the right foot. All right, Scorpio, that was for you. Thank you for that Scorpio reading. Let's go ahead and shuffle these cards in. Get them cleared out for Virgo. Virgo will be coming in next. Taurus. And here's Virgo. All right, we're going to leave Taurus here, get them ready because they're coming in next. And could we have a reading for Virgo, please? Ace of Swords coming in. New opportunity here, a new insight, new idea, new thought. Okay, some clarity, some truth. Virgo, although this is an air card and Virgo is an earth sign, I am feeling the connection between the Ace of Swords and Virgo today, in that Virgos stand in truth. And this is a card of truth. So let's see where this is going. Justice in reverse, the Fool. Okay, there's a truth that is going to be established this week, Virgo, and it's going to bring some clarity in an area where there was an injustice. There was something that was maybe misjudged, something that was unfair, something that just was not balanced, something that wasn't working right. This is the week to bring truth, to bring light to the subject and really see it. Like, once you have that truth, that's all that's needed in order to get back on the right foot, to start this area of something fresh, okay? And it is in an area where you're not quite sure why you've been dissatisfied. You keep on speculating and looking and trying to analyze and figure out what, there's something not quite right about this and I can't quite put my finger on it, right? This week is the week where you're going to lift the stone and be like, that's what it's been the whole time. The princess and the pea, you know, why can't I sleep? I have all these beautiful mattresses and blankets and cushions, and for some reason I just can't seem to get a good night's sleep. There's that one little pea in there that is messing with her ability. And that's what's been happening. And this week is the week you get the truth. Things are going to really unfold for you. This is beautiful. Virgo, once you have this truth, you are suddenly going to be able to understand that you've kind of known it the whole time. Like with the High Priestess in reverse, you've sort of known the whole time, but you haven't fully acknowledged it. It's been sort of on the back burner, like back here, whispering something and saying that maybe it's that, maybe it's that. Well, this week is when you're going to be like, it is that. And I've seen it the whole time and I just didn't realize it. It's been right under my nose. And as soon as you have this truth, you're going to be seeing things all sort of falling into place, all coming together. You're going to know how to communicate with people. You're going to know how to get things all working out, getting people on the same page, and you're going to find that harmony that you've been looking for in the 10 of Cups here. This is the harmony card. This is the peace and abundance and celebration and achievement. This is the happy ending. So find that truth this week, Virgo, and then stand in it. Move forward with that truth, okay? That is what you have needed the whole time. Thank you for that Virgo reading. Let's go ahead and clear these out, and then we will read for Taurus. What's coming in for Taurus? Could we have a Taurus reading, please? So far in my right hand, there has been the Hierophant and the Four of Wands. Both of those can denote marriage, a wedding, the institution of marriage, and the celebration of a wedding. So some of the Tauruses out there might be looking into proposals or weddings or marriages, maybe anniversaries. What else is happening here? Okay, the Three of Cups in reverse, the Six of Swords in reverse, the Six of Pentacles in reverse, and then the World. Okay, so there has maybe been a falling out with a friend. Something has gone awry. Something that you used to think, okay, it's almost like this friendship. It's one of those friendships where you just took for granted that you were always going to be friends, things were always going to be okay, and something happened and it absolutely shifted everything. And now it's the time for a change. It's time for a new start. There's definitely been a falling out with a friendship here. You had maybe false hope, blind faith, thinking that everything was going to be just fine, but it created an imbalance. There was something off about it. There was something that wasn't working. And I would say, based on these cards all being in reverse, it's never going to work. It's never going to be okay. There's never going to be balance. If you have a friendship that you've been sort of holding on to, maybe having a hard time working things through, or being afraid to communicate for some way, there's a block somewhere, it's time to let that one go. It's time to go your separate ways. It's time for something new, okay? The World card coming in. King of Swords in reverse. And then the Nine of Swords in reverse. Seven of Swords in reverse. Five of Cups in reverse. And then the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so absolutely, this has to do with a friendship and a conversation around that friendship. Some kind of falling out that occurred. You may be thinking that if this friendship, if this conversation has already occurred, you might be sitting in the arena of doubt, self-doubt. That like maybe you spoke too harshly, or maybe you didn't give credit where credit was due, or maybe you should have given benefit of the doubt. Maybe you should have tried a little harder. But the fact is, the secret's out, okay? The betrayal has already been established. You know what you're dealing with, and you can't let that in your life anymore. Then it's okay that you spoke freely. You may have, there's a chance that you may have spoken too harshly. The fact of the matter is, though, it needed to be done no matter what, and that really isn't the point. Even if you did speak too harshly and maybe hurt some feelings, you had to be direct. You had to say what was going on. You had to put an end to that, whatever it was. In order for there to be no beating around the bush, you guys all need to understand what you're dealing with so that you can move on, okay? So with this Four of Pentacles coming in here at the end, hold on, okay? Hold on to your values. Don't give more in terms of accommodating or placating the other person if you know that the truth is what it is. Okay, don't sugarcoat anything. That's what's coming in here with this. If you are looking forward to a difficult conversation, you're going to have to be direct. Don't sugarcoat anything. Try not to be too sort of mean or angry, but definitely you have to say the truth. You have to say what it is so that everybody can move on. Okay, so that is for Taurus. Taurus, good luck to you this week. If you've already had that conversation, if the falling out has already occurred, this is a week for you to just hold on to your strength, hold on to your values, hold on to your healing. And if this conversation has not yet occurred, definitely stick to your guns, okay? Stick to your guns. You know what's right. All right, here we go. Who is coming in next? Let's see, we've got Happy Wednesday, Raymond Torres. Good to see you. Good morning, Stephen Yuri. You're not late. You're right on time. Marky. Well, thank you very much. Raymond Torres, I am reading for the zodiac signs today. So put your zodiac sign in here. All right, here we go. Stephen Yuri, request for Sagittarius. There we go. Could we have a reading for Sagittarius, please? Could we have a reading for Sagittarius, please? Imbalance. Okay, something's got you thrown off course here, Sagittarius, or it could in a minute. I think that you're going to get sort of like rattled about something, and you're going to, I think there's going to be some self-doubt, a little bit of wondering if you really are in the lead of a situation. And there's going to be some confusion. It's going to be difficult for you to take the leadership position and get everybody to understand what's needed, because you're a little bit maybe going to be confused about something, or there's going to be a lack of clarity. Maybe it's just that you don't have your sights focused on a specific goal. So that could create some difficulty in terms of getting everybody on board. Keep working at it, okay? You're not quite at the place this week where you're ready to set your sights on the goal and get everybody involved. This week is going to be the week where you need to propagate your goal. You need to figure out exactly what it is you want to see and understand what work you want to do in order to achieve it. And then you'll be able to start delegating. Then you'll be able to start communicating. All right. And then there's and look, here it is. It's exactly what was coming. Sometimes the message comes through before the cards are even on the table. This is the delegating, communicating with your team. So understand that it's not time for you to start spitballing with a group yet. It's time for you to really understand what it is you're going for, what it is you want to achieve, and propagate those ideas independently this week. And then you're going to be able to communicate it with your team and get people on board. Anything short of that is going to result in some defeats. And there also is an element of defeat within this entire conversation here. It might be that you're not sure what to do next because something hasn't worked and you're trying to figure out how to make it work, or do you need to change course, or it was like a curveball was thrown in and you're trying to scramble a little bit to figure out how to fix this thing. That could be the case. That could be what threw you off course. Okay. Yeah. And then there's the Tower. You're trying to avoid the whole disaster. You don't want to throw out the baby with the bathwater based on this hiccup. Yeah, it's time for you to really take a look and reassess what it is you want and start propagating that, okay? You're going to have to make some decisions. You might have to walk away from the people you've been working with. Maybe it's time, after you've done this, you might be choosing new people to be working with on this team. You might decide that you're going to do some of it independently, but you're going to have to really rely on this Nine of Pentacles and figure out exactly what to foster in order to decide how to communicate and with whom before moving forward. Okay? This, whatever the monkey wrench was, that can be fixed, okay? And you're the one to figure out how best to fix it, and you got to do that before you communicate it, okay? So that's for Sagittarius. Figure out exactly what it is you want this to look like and start working on it. See, I'm getting the feeling like you got to get your hands on it and really understand what this is going to look like. It's almost like maybe you've been working through theory, and that's why you reached a pitfall, because you weren't anticipating some things in practice. There's a little bit of that in here. So it's time to really get your hands dirty, okay? Thank you for that Sagittarius reading. You're welcome, Marvelous Noob. Hi, Prisha. How you doing? Let's get a reading for Gemini. Could we have a reading for Gemini, please? Come on now, where do you want to go? Gemini reading, please. What are we looking toward this week for Gemini? What's going on? What does Gemini have going on? How many times are we going to start with this card today? Okay, so you're going to be discovering sort of like Virgo, sort of like Sagittarius. This week, you're going to become very present to what needs to be tweaked, what needs to be adjusted. Things are going to move very, very quickly, and you have to be careful, because once you start usually when the Six of Pentacles comes in, it indicates you will be the giver. You're going to be generous. You're going to be helping other people, okay? There's a chance, though, that this week you're going to get so wrapped up in this, like the pot's hotter than the soup kind of thing, where you're going to really want to take charge and move things very, very quickly, to the point where you're not maybe listening to everyone else's needs. Like, you're going to get an idea and think, this is what we have to do, and we're just going to do it. But other people are trying to tell you, well, wait a minute, maybe there's some stuff that we don't totally agree with, and if you just go right on ahead and do it, if you think that you have all the answers and you fix the problem, you're going to end up creating some disharmony, okay? You're going to end up probably feeling a little bit regretful, a little bit like, oopsie daisy, I moved too quickly through that, and I missed some key points that I should have addressed. And it's going to result in you feeling kind of crummy, okay? So if you want to help, great. But make sure that while you're helping this week and fixing problems and creating solutions, make sure you're listening to the input of everyone. Because some people are going to give you some insight that is absolutely critical to listen to and address. Otherwise, things could potentially go south. Okay, so really make sure that if you're truly being helpful and you really want to be part of the solution, you are including everyone, and you don't just jump in and do it. Okay, there's that feeling right now of wanting to just jump right in and do it because you think that you can see clearly what's needed. But if you jump in and do it with this King of Swords energy because you think analytically on paper you know how to do it, you're going to end up hurting some feelings. You're going to end up stepping on some toes, creating disharmony, and then you're going to have another mess to clean up. And you're definitely going to feel crummy about it. So that's, yeah, and you're going to end up not fixing the problem that you wanted to fix. So it will be in vain. Okay, so take some time and make sure you're listening this week, Gemini. Make sure you are definitely working well with others, okay? That's going to be really, really beneficial to you this week. Slowing down, working well with others, listening to the needs of others, and not simply focusing on the numbers, okay? Thank you for that Gemini reading. Who's coming in next? Monk mode. Oh, I'm so happy to have you back. Ali, hello. Shannon B, Virgo. Yes, Shannon B, we did Virgo. That was the third reading today. So rewind the video until I get my timestamps in. You just kind of have to rewind. So the order has been Libra, Scorpio, Virgo, Taurus, Sagittarius, Gemini. Okay? Uh-oh. Monk mode, what is your zodiac sign? Let's find out if we can get a good zodiac read for you this week to help assist you in that situation. And then TKG789, hi. Nikki, hi. You're welcome, Stephen Yuri. I'm going to go ahead. I don't see another request in here. If you're in the room, pop your zodiac sign. Oh, there's Aries. Oh, yeah, hot and cold, that's for sure, Aries energy. All right, let's get an Aries reading right now. Could we have a reading for Aries, please? And then while we're reading for Aries, anybody else who's in the room, please go ahead and pop your zodiac sign in the chat box, and I'll read for you next. If there's no one in here that's waiting for their sign, and you're just kind of along to see what's going on with everyone, then I'll just pull random stones. What is coming in for Aries? Could we have a reading for Aries, please? Wondering if the Taurus energy coming in is going to balance any of this hot and cold. Okay, so definitely looking at things right now and saying, something needs to be tweaked. I'm not really super satisfied with the way things are going. You're definitely in a period of reassessment if you're an Aries. The Hanged Man in reverse, you do need to see the bigger picture, okay? I think you might be focusing so heavily on the feeling of dissatisfaction and trying to figure out what's wrong. You're putting on some blinders, all right? You're focusing in on the little details, and right now you need to zoom out a little bit, okay? So see if you can zoom out if you're in Aries and reassess from a different perspective. Yeah, the Empress here. This is what's needed, okay? So if you're feeling very uncomfortable, like let's say, and I'm just going to say it like this. I'm going to give an example because this is what I'm feeling coming through. Let's say you're in Aries and you're sitting in your room, okay, your whole bedroom. And right now you are sitting toward a corner and you are looking at a stamp collection. I don't know why that's coming in. You're looking at your stamp collection and you're like, my stamps are all out of order and I'm missing some stamps and I don't know what's going on here. Where are all my stamps? And you're looking in this corner through all of your stamps. If you stand up and walk backward and see everything in your room, you're going to realize that your stamps are exactly where you left them. They're right there. You didn't see it because you were too busy focusing in on that corner, but you've already put things into place. You've already set up the scenario with the Empress for things to work out. And right now you might be forgetting that because you're focusing in on what could be wrong, but there's actually nothing wrong. You just are only seeing part of the picture, okay? So zoom out a little bit and see all of the things you've already done to create harmony and comfort and joy and welcoming. And then you'll be like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, what was I thinking? I forgot about all these stamps over here, and I just need to, see that they're still there. High Priestess in reverse. The red flags that you're concerned about are the things that are creating the conflict here. Okay? Focusing in on the missing stamps is what's creating the conflict. You're actually in a much better position than you think you are. Look at this 9 of Cups coming in here. Things are actually okay. Things are actually good. It's time to appreciate that. And you're not going to be able to appreciate it right now until you see it. Okay? But you actually have already done the things to create it. It's already there for you. So this is the energy you want to be moving toward this week, Aries, is zooming out and seeing that, like, oh yeah, I already did all these things. Everything is okay. Like, this is what I wanted and this is what I did, and now things are actually going well. So try and remember that, okay? This is a good thing. You're in a good place. And for you, monk mode, I think you're going to be okay with your partner. If you can do this, if you can zoom out, you're going to reconnect with this partner of yours. And things are in a so much better place than you think they are. Okay? So, thank you for that Aries reading. Let's see who's coming in next. Cancer coming in next. Let's read for Cancer. We'll clear these out and pull the Cancer stone. There you are. Could we have a reading for Cancer, please? Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Could we have a reading for Cancer, please? Okay, so Cancer, yeah, you have absolutely hit a point where you understand now what needs to be tweaked, and you're seeing where you went wrong. You're seeing how things have come about, and you have a better understanding of what needs to be done. You don't yet know exactly how you're going to do it. It's like you see what needs to be done, you understand what the problem was, and now you're just sort of figuring out how you're going to do it. You're in the planning stages of how to do what it is you wanted to accomplish from the get-go. And it's a great time to be doing that. You want to focus this week on figuring out the how, okay? You do have what it takes. You've got all the skills and talents and attributes that you're going to need. You just need to know where to apply them and how to apply them, okay? So that's what you're going to be focusing on this week, is how to best apply your skill set in order to get this thing back on the right track and getting ready to take that next step forward. And you know what? There's planning involved in this, but part of this is also like you don't want to hesitate too much. You want to kind of position that next step, like get ready to take that step because that's what's coming in. And then everything's going to fall into place. Everything's going to change. You're going to be headed in the right direction. It's going to work out well. This is just what was needed. Understanding, where things kind of went wrong, and that's where you are. It's like you really know that, and now you're working on the how. And as soon as you get that, you're going to be taking that step forward into the change that's needed. So that's for Cancer. I feel like there's one more card coming in for Cancer. You might disrupt the status quo. Okay, there absolutely is going to be a disruption of the status quo. There is a big change occurring, and it is the change that's needed. Okay, so, and you know that already. You're just trying to figure out how to go about it, but you will, because that Queen of Wands is in there. She's in reverse because you're not sure. You're lacking the confidence, but move around a little bit. Okay, take some practice steps. Do some things. Act. Thank you for that Cancer reading. Who is coming in next? You're welcome, Monk Mode. Thanks for coming back in today. Let's go ahead and pull a random, kind of spin them around here a little bit. Pisces. Could we have a reading for Pisces, please? Rajani B, hello, how are you? I saw you said Cancer, please. I read for Cancer, but I didn't actually say hi to you. Hi. Could we have a reading for Pisces, please? Pisces reading. Ooh, sneaky. Sneaky. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune. And then the Four of Cups. Okay. You, Pisces, or someone else in your life is trying to get away with something. They believe that if they take advantage of a situation, if they're opportunistic, if they're willing to ignore any qualms about ripping somebody off, they're thinking that that's going to solve their problem. Like maybe there's a Pisces in a pinch and they're like, I gotta pay the BGE bill. I don't have any money. I'm in a bad spot. I have no way of making the money. So I'm just gonna skim a little bit off of the top over here and pay my BGE bill. Or this could be as big as insider trading. And there's something to do with influence here too. Like I'm feeling like Pisces is in a pinch and somebody's trying to persuade them to do something that goes against their value system. Watch out for that. Don't act on that. You're being asked not to act on that. Sleep on it, okay? See if there's another solution. Don't let other people have you focusing on the problem and saying, there's no other way to fix this. The only thing you can do right now is to steal from someone or lie to someone. Your only way out is dishonesty. That's not true, okay? Your only way out is not dishonesty. And someone is trying to persuade you and convince you that if you go along with their dishonest plan, you're going to be reaping the rewards of whatever, and you're not going to be. Okay? You got to break away from this person. You'll figure out another way to handle this. You'll figure out another way to solve this problem. You do not have to listen to whoever this is. Okay? And you definitely don't want to be the person, if this is you and you're the person trying to convince yourself that your only way to fix the problem is through dishonesty, you got to sleep on that. There's another way to do this. Okay? So Pisces, that's for you. Hold the space. Hold the space. Don't neglect your values. Listen to your subconscious. If you're looking for an answer, tap into the subconscious. It's there. You're just not seeing it. Okay? Don't listen to anyone who is trying to convince you to be dishonest. All right, do we have anyone else? Let's go ahead and read for Capricorn. Could we have a Capricorn reading, please? Your reading for Capricorn, please. Reading for Capricorn, please. Ah, there we go. Oh, ooh. Capricorn, it's a great time for you to be spending some good quality time with your family. Okay? This is like your family could be growing, your family could be connecting, you could be finding that you are enjoying your space and your time safely at home with your family. You could be reaping the rewards of some inheritance or legacy. This is a beautiful card to start. And then the Lovers card coming in here. Wow, this is really a nice reading. It's a big transformation in your romantic relationship, but that transformation has resulted in you having a deeper connection or an expanded connection with safety and family and abundance. It's like your network has grown. It's expanded, okay? And this is going to be quite fulfilling for you. This is what you needed, Capricorn. You needed to be able to reconnect with your family, to transition your relationship with your partner, to have it transform into something that is deeper and better and longer standing, okay? King of Wands in reverse, the Devil upright. If there is someone within this circle, whether it's someone in your family or if it's your romantic partner or if it's a friend, and they are trying to make you feel bad about enjoying this current situation, if they're casting doubt, you could very easily get hooked on that. You could very easily get hooked onto someone else's doubt casting. Don't do that. Really fully experience this for what it is right now and enjoy every bit of it. Don't let the naysayers get you down. Don't listen to the pessimists. Don't let people put bugs in your ear. That's going to cause a problem. Okay? And it's going to work fast. So just shut that down. Okay? Enjoy what's happening right now and don't listen to the people putting bugs in your ears. All right? Capricorn, that was for you. Thank you for that Capricorn reading. Aquarius. Let's get a reading for Aquarius, please. Could we have a reading for Aquarius, please? Aquarius! Haven't even seen the star yet today. And here she is, the Aquarius card in my right hand. There she is again. Why do we have a sneaky in here? Is it time to change course? Here we go. It may be time to change course. It might be time to take a little bit of a break, Aquarius. Let's see where this is going. Ah, yes. Okay, so we have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse followed by the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. I'm feeling like you need to step away from a project right now because you can't see the forest through the trees. Okay, if there's something that you've been trying to work on, improve upon, practice, hone in on, it's like anything else. When you practice something, the act of practicing it creates muscle memory, right? You learn how to do something a certain way, and then you exercise your muscle memory so that it becomes second nature to you. If you are practicing something in poor form, you're going to end up getting really good at doing something wrong, the wrong way. Okay? It's like, I don't know, think of anything. Think of anything you've ever practiced before, but let's boil it down real simple to like practicing a dance step or yoga. If you're watching a video and you're learning how to do this dance step, right? And you think you're doing it correctly based on what you see in the video. And so you practice it every single day. And you do this for months. And then you go to a teacher, a dance instructor, and you show them what you've learned. And they say, you're 80% there, but you actually have to tweak this one thing. It's going to be really hard to relearn that. Okay? You're going to have to go and kind of erase the practice that you've already been doing and then relearn. You're going to have to start re-practicing the right way to go about it. So right now is when it's time to nip it in the bud, okay? If you're just starting off and you're practicing something new, check in with an expert and make sure that you're doing it correctly, okay? And if you've been doing something the wrong way all this time, and you're not getting the results that you were hoping for, it's because you were doing something a little bit wrong the whole time, and that needs to come to light. So, but have faith, don't give up on it, okay? Just remove the obstacles, okay? See the truth and move forward. I know, it can be so disappointing. It can be so disappointing to be working so hard at something and then realize I've been doing it wrong the whole time and now I got to start all over again. I think for some of the Aquarians out there, that might be what you're facing this week, and that definitely sucks. But look, you're going to have a happy ending. You're going to do this well. You still have a chance to succeed in this, and you're going to be stronger than you even thought you could be. Sometimes the mistakes, you know, it's like when you have a scar, the scar tissue is stronger than the surrounding tissue, or that Japanese practice of when some beautiful piece of pottery or porcelain breaks, you mend it with gold, and then not only are the gold veins beautiful and they add so much character and beauty, but they're even stronger in those spots. That's what you're going to be creating right now. So don't give up. Just fix it, tweak it, and then keep going. Practice in the right direction. Okay? Aquarius, that was for you. Thank you for that Aquarius reading. Is there one more coming in for Aquarius? And look, you're going to realize that you've been working harder than you have to this whole time. So when you step back in and you learn the correct way to go about this, all of a sudden you're going to be like, really? It could have been that easy the whole time? And then you're going to get quick results. Okay? So that's for Aquarius. Have hope, have faith. There's a silver lining here. It's okay. All right, last but not least, could we have a reading for Leo, please? Let's get a Leo reading today and see what's going on this week for Leo. How are my Leos doing out there? Leo, Leo, Leo. What's going on for Leo? I'm seeing crossroads, I'm seeing changes, I'm seeing transformation, strength, and of course the Lion of the Leo card. Here we go again. This card keeps coming up. Six of Pentacles, Six of Swords in reverse, Queen of Wands upright, King of Cups upright. Wow, Leo, it is really just this week, you got to just be following your heart, okay? You really do want to follow your heart. If you think that something feels right this week, don't let the naysayers get you down. Don't let your self-doubt get in the way. Follow your heart this week. Do what you believe, truly believe, feels like the highest good. That is really what you're being given. And with the Queen of Wands and the King of Cups, this is something that can be so exciting, so fulfilling. You can really feel fired up and driven to do this, and you're going to be really good at it, whatever it is. Like it's like what you were meant for kind of thing. Like you're going to just fit right in. It's going to be like the perfect fit, perfect pair of shoes. You're just going to like nail it. Okay. So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. You are protected. You are going to know what to bring with you and what to leave behind. You're going to have an understanding of the direction you're taking. You don't have to know exactly how you're going to do this yet. Just trust that you can. Trust that everything is going to fall into place, because it's really beautiful. And you're going to find how you can best give to the world in doing this. It's an opportunity for you to find satisfaction and balance by giving what it is you were meant to give in the first place. Really beautiful reading for Leo. I'm very excited about this. Part of what you can use in order to decide what this direction is to look at the areas of your life where you feel like they're not working. What areas of your life do you feel defeated? Do you feel unenergized? Do you feel like, distracted? What are the areas that are taking away from you right now? Those are the things that you can leave behind. That's the contrast you need to understand what you should be moving toward. Okay? Leo, that's for you. Guys, that's everyone. What time is it? Okay. I will try to get these timestamps in before I leave, but there's a chance that I won't be able to do that until later this afternoon. So for anyone who's trying to figure out where to find their zodiac sign until I get those timestamps in, here's the order. Libra, Scorpio, Virgo, Taurus, Sagittarius, Gemini, Aries, Cancer, Pisces, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Leo. Okay? That's the order of appearance today. So guys, thank you so much for stopping in today. I hope you have an amazing Wednesday. I will be back tomorrow for Third Eye Thursday. And after I do that third eye reading, I will be happy to answer your questions one-on-one. And if anybody is looking for a one-on-one reading over Zoom, like a full reading, just send me an email. My email is in my YouTube description, and we can set something up there. All right. Thanks. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow.